Yo, what's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shh. Let me tell you like this. I will say this, and it's a pretty decent debate going on my Hall of Fame Bullies page, which you all should be subscribing to on Facebook. Anyway, the American bully. There are people who are trying to make different excuses as to why the new bully is better than the old bully, and we'll make this in part. But one of the things that came up is this notion that the old bullies were very, very aggressive. Let me tell you this. First and foremost, the old bullies were not super aggressive. You had your dogs. You had your dogs who were like King Lion, not the friendliest. Monster J, not the friendliest. Remy, not the friendliest to other dogs for the most part. You had some that, Paddington, not the friendliest towards people or dogs. Cairo, not the friendliest towards people or dogs. Now, we can name those dogs, but that's where the selective breeding come in at. And this is why I want to to knock those people. Now, I don't know if they're the Dave Wilson crew or whatever you have going on that are trying to push this narrative, but let me fix this for you. If the old bullies were so terrible of a dog, that they were so aggressive that they couldn't be handled and all of these different things, how is it that we could have shows and we could have events with 1,000 dogs in the building? And this fly is getting on my everlasting nerves. But how could we have 1,000 dogs in the building? And I'm just being, just saying, but we literally would have hundreds and hundreds of dogs in the building, thousands of people in the building, and we would all be in the same location, and you didn't have incidents. These were crowded spaces, sometimes probably a little too crowded, where the fire marshal could have came and seen about us. But with all of this going on, we didn't have incidences. We didn't have a ton of incidences where people were bit by dogs. We didn't have a ton of dog fights, actually. And it's not to say they never happened, because that'll happen with any dog event. You're going to see that. There's videos of almost every breed, including the little guys, where the dogs get into a scrap. But the one thing that I can tell you is that we didn't have a bad situation with dogs, and I'm going to try to roll the window up one more time, to where there were bites and there were all of these issues. And keep in mind, we were under the spotlight of BSL early in the breed. The earlier dogs were not like these dangerous dogs. If I could go back, my oldest son is 22 now, and I can go back and I can show y'all pictures of him at a very young age, 3, 4 years old, holding big dogs. And he's always been raised in the house with big dogs, and it's been truly a blessing with me and all of my kids, and the kids who've come to stay with us, and my step kids, and all of those things throughout the years, that we haven't had any incidences where a dog that we had attacked a person. Now, the one incident we did have where a dog tried to get it was my Rottweiler, which goes to make my point that I've said in other videos. It's a protection dog. So the dog interpreted, a friend picking up the baby as a threat, and he tried to get him. He didn't get him, but he tried, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like all of the other dogs, we've not had incidences to where they've attacked people, where they've had these problems or these issues. So what I'm saying to you in this video, guys, is do not believe this false narrative that they are trying to put out there right now, that the old bullies and the reason why they did what they did. And basically everybody is trying to get around the fact that it's very obvious. You destroyed a breed, you changed the breed, you made your own breed, and you're trying to hang on to it, the American bully name. Basically, you added in your bulldogs, you added in all of these other weird dogs to the smaller dogs, you added in mastiffs to add size to the other dogs, and now you're trying to correlate the old dogs to the rise in bites that we see, as you guys have taken the dogs from 120 and 130 pound XLs to now 180 pound, and we know where that size comes from. It's just a mess, you know what I mean? The dogs that we see currently, the bad health dogs, all of those, they weren't better than the original bullies. We are proving that. We are bringing back breedings to prove that, and we're going to continue to push this. Your dog, I don't care what your dog is, it needs to fit the standard. You don't need to change your standard to fit whatever dog you're trying to sell today. It needs to be stable in temperament, first and foremost. It needs to have good health, second and foremost, and the dog needs to be an overall great dog that fits that standard, great health, great temperament, and then you are a true dog breeder. What we see going on today is a fun show, band dog type of breeding where they're sneaking in everything, no DNA testing, no health testing, and the dogs are just basically glorified mutts that people are trying to put high prices on, and they have a lifespan of 3 to 5 years, and I'm not exaggerating. You look at the rate that these dogs are dying, and a grand majority of these dogs do not last long. A grand majority of these dogs cannot go out in normal conditions without hyperventilating. There's a huge spike in heart issues, cardiovascular issues, breathing issues. They are not better than the old dogs. The reason why they are trying to denounce the old dogs is because, bottom line, they're trying to push something new, and the new product is inferior, so they have to find something wrong with the original. But until next time, y'all, God bless y'all. Much love. Peace.